Well, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan is saying hello to Detroit. They're going to move 3,000 employees from their Southfield, Michigan offices to the Renaissance Center, that iconic building there, right smack on the riverfront, not far from the Blues major headquarters building over near Greektown. And Dan Loepp, the president and CEO of Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, is a civic leader in the city of Detroit and a Detroiter through and through, and he is on the other end of our line. Congratulations on the big move.
Thanks, Michael Patrick. How are you this morning?
Not too bad. I'm happy. It's a Friday. We're having another pure Michigan weekend here. And what was the motivation for moving the employees to downtown Detroit?
Well, number one, it was a good business move for us. I've always believed, I've been with the company for about 11 years. And when you look at it, the idea of having two campuses about 20 miles apart with 3,000 people in one place and 3,000 people in another, from a cultural standpoint and productivity standpoint, never made a lot of sense, to me. And we had an opportunity. This is one of those once-in-a-generation opportunities where EDS had moved out of the Renaissance Center. You had basically towers 5 and 600 empty. They're basically right on our campus. You look right across the street. They run into the Jefferson Building and our main campus in Greektown. And General Motors was looking for a long-term partner. And it worked out. I think it was a good business move. I think it's a good cultural move for the company. And obviously, it's good for the city. We're bringing about $180 million of payroll downtown. And it's great synergy with what's going on with Quicken Loans and ourselves and the investments the Illiches have made and DTE. It's been a lot of sense. The other thing, though, for us, this is just a continuation. If you think about it, when you and I talked about it before, we did this in Grand Rapids at the Steckety's building. We bought and renovated the Steckety's building in downtown Grand Rapids, where our West Michigan headquarters is, and we have about 350 people. Our investment through the accident fund in downtown Lansing is having, I think, a phenomenal impact on what's going to happen in downtown Lansing, where we've just made the decision that we're going to make investments where they make sense in the core cities, because we believe that if you can make things happen in core cities, that it helps. It's good for the company, it's good for the city, it's also good for the region. And I think we've shown that in Grand Rapids and in Lansing. And so that was a bit of the impetus, too, because you've seen it work. And so you add it that it's a good business move, so it all made sense, and we're excited about it. Yesterday's announcement was fun. We had the mayor down there, Bob Picano, Ed Whitaker, who I've gotten to know reasonably well over the last few months, the chairman and CEO of General Motors, who was a good business partner here. So, it just makes sense, and I think our folks will enjoy it. There's a lot to do inside the Renaissance that I know you've broadcast there several times.
Yeah.
There's a lot of synergy there as well.
And then instead of driving on the highway from Southfield to Detroit, they can hop on the People Mover and buzz right over to HQ.
Yeah, you are basically one stop from Bricktown, which is attached to our building in Lafayette, and to the next stop, which is the Renaissance Center. So it's about a 38-second ride from one office to the next.
I know Mayor Dave Bing in Detroit is in the Basketball Hall of Fame, but I would imagine when he got the news from you, he was in the Handstand Hall of Fame. He had to be jumping up and down thrilled, right?
Yeah, he was excited, obviously excited. He's got a tough job, but, trying to make Detroit work is not the easiest thing in the world in a tough economy, and obviously everything that's happened politically over the last 2 or 3 years. And, I think the things that have happened to sort of stir at least the economic engine in the business district downtown is, he's thrilled with, and he's got a lot of other things to do too, but, you always take good news because it's hard to come by sometimes.
Did you call Brooks Patterson and break the news to him?
I talked to Brooks about 3 weeks ago, and he was nothing but gracious. He understood it was a business move. We also are still the 25th or 27th largest employer in Oakland County. Blue Care Network, which is our subsidiary, our HMO subsidiary's headquarters, continues to stay in Southfield, and then we've got an annex where we hold all our disaster recovery out in Milford and that conference. So we'll still have about 12 or 1,300 people in Oakland County.
Well, I heard you're going to hit the ground running. You already have a meeting in the new tower today.
Yes, we do. We've got the National Health Care Reform meeting, and allow some folks to look at the at the facility, and so that's exciting too. And I thought your line to me yesterday was the best, that it'll help the finances at the Lafayette Coney Island.
And why not? That's fantastic. Very, very quickly, are you a decided voter next week in the primary?
I'm deciding to vote.
Okay, that's perfect. And Obama's in town today, the president. Hopefully he'll look up at that tower and see the Blue Cross Blue Shield symbol right there on the brand new building, part of the HQ downtown for Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, the Renaissance Center, that iconic building. Dan Loepp, I'll see you at the Lafayette Coney Island. He's the CEO and president of Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan. We're back in a flash with more of Your Friday.